everybody, we are going to start a new book today called Mac B Kid Spy. This one is called Mac Undercover. This is the whole series. We're going to read the first one. And there's Mac B, there's the Kid Spy and his trusty dog friend. And it says, Me as a Spy. And this says, a note from the author. Mac Barnett is the author's name. My name is Mac Barnett. I am an author. But before I was an author, I was a kid. And when I was a kid, I was a spy. An author's job is to make up stories, but the story you are about to read is true. This actually happened to me. Wow. Oh, and these are all the chapter names. Chapter 1, The Call. It says, ring, 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 ring. This is the house I grew up in. It is on the top of a hill in a little town called Castro Valley. That's a real place. You can look it up. This is really what my house looked like. My mom and I lived there. This is my mom. This is me. Since it was just the two of us, I had a lot of responsibilities. I did the dishes, packed my lunches, cooked our dinners, washed the laundry, dusted, vacuumed, and cleaned out our rabbits' litter boxes. I wanted a dog. We had rabbits instead. It was also my responsibility to answer the phone. I liked answering the phone, even though it was never for me. One afternoon, the phone rang, and it was for me. It was the Queen of England. Hello, I said. Hello, she said. Can I speak to Mac? Speaking, I said. Mac, this is the Queen of England, she said. I would like to ask you for a favor. Okay, I said. Whenever somebody asks you for a favor, it is a good idea to ask them what the favor is before you say okay. But I'd never talked to a queen before, so I said okay. Wonderful, said the queen. I will tell you a secret. Last night somebody stole the crown jewels. How I imagine the crown jewels. Not accurate. No, I said. Yes, said the queen. This is the favor. You shall find the missing treasure and bring it back to me. Wow, I said. Yes, said the queen. This was very exciting, but I had a question. I have a question, I said. I hope it is a quick question, said the queen. Why me? The Queen of England sighed. That is a stupid question. My teacher says there is no such thing as stupid questions. The Queen of England frowned. I could tell she was frowning even over the phone. That is just something teachers say in America. But I am not a teacher from America. I am a queen from England. Oh, I said. Okay, but still, why me? I am just a kid and I don't even live in England. Castro Valley is in California. You'd know that if you looked it up. Mac, said the queen, you are the smartest kid in your class. You have straight A's in every subject except handwriting. I'm working on that, I said. Then it's settled. You shall take the next flight to London. But tomorrow is a school day. I shall write a note, said the queen. But my mom will be worried about me, I said. I shall write another note, said the queen. Goodbye. She hung up. There was a knock at the front door. When I opened it, nobody was there, but an envelope lay on our welcome mat. For Mac Barnett's eyes only. I opened it because I was Mac Barnett. I still am. Inside the envelope was a plane ticket and a stack of colorful British money. It seemed like a lot of money. I couldn't tell for sure because I wasn't British. I'm still not. I went upstairs and packed. Like a good spy, I packed light. I laid out some things on my bed. My Game Boy, 3 books, a toothbrush, a hat, a shirt, a jacket. And my favorite blue jeans. Shiny metal button, secret pocket, perfectly faded, knees slightly ripped, small stain here. Really, they were my only blue jeans. My mom bought me 1 pair at the beginning of every school year. Most kids in my school had many pairs of jeans, but my mom didn't like it when I told her that. Just be glad you have any jeans, she would say. In Russia, jeans are banned. Banned? Against the law. Is that true? I would say, that doesn't seem true. But my mom insisted that it was true, and she only bought me one pair of jeans. I put on my jeans, picked up my suitcase, and went downstairs. When I was walking out the door, the phone rang. Again. It was the Queen of England. Again. Hello, I said. Hello, she said. Can I speak to Mac? She asked. Speaking, I said. I forgot to tell you one thing, said the Queen. Be careful. This mission is extremely dangerous. Goodbye. Chapter 2, Spy Plane. And that is how it happens. 1 minute you are just a kid. The next minute you are a secret agent for the Queen of England. One night you are doing a math worksheet. The next night you are flying on a plane to London and you didn't even pack any math worksheets. It takes a long time to get to London from California. We flew through the night. The sky outside my window was black. Out on the wing, a big jet engine roared. I wondered how long this mission would take. It was Wednesday, and on Saturday, Derek LaFoy was having a karate birthday party. It would be nice to make it back in time for the party. Of course, I hadn't been invited to Derek LaFoy's karate birthday party. At least not yet. Probably because I was the only boy in my class who did not do karate for an after-school activity. Half the girls did karate too. It was the 1980s. Karate was a big deal. You can look that up. My mom worked late, so my after-school activity was extended adventure after-school daycare. There wasn't much adventure. I was the oldest one in daycare by 2 grades. I did my homework, then played chess against little kids until my mom came to pick me up. Checkmate. Yawn. But now that I was a secret agent for the Queen of England, I figured Derek LaFoy would definitely invite me to his party. Still, I hoped my mission didn't involve any karate. I studied my fellow passengers. Maybe I was being followed. Good spies are always aware of the people around them. Why was the man behind me wearing sunglasses on an airplane? Was it so I couldn't see he was watching me while he pretended to read the newspaper? What about that woman putting on perfume? Was her bottle really full of perfume, or did it contain knockout gas? And what about that baby? That baby had been staring at me for the past 10 minutes. Was that a regular baby or a spy baby working for the KGB? The KGB doesn't exist anymore, but when I was a kid, the KGB definitely existed. The KGB was a spy agency from the Soviet Union. The Soviet Union also doesn't exist anymore. But back when there was a Soviet Union, the KGB meant, and I can't even read what it says there, that's all in Russian. I can't even pronounce that. It says, that's Russian. They used a different alphabet in the Soviet Union. It's called the Cyrillic alphabet. You can look that up. In English, KGB means the Committee for State Security, but really it means Soviet spies. Stealing the crown jewels seemed like exactly the kind of thing the KGB would do, which meant that I could be flying straight into a face-off with the KGB. I was playing a dangerous game of chess against a Soviet spy, and I was much better at chess than karate. This could be very exciting. The man in the sunglasses snored, but it sounded like fake snoring. The woman sprayed some more perfume, which smelled gross, like knockout gas probably does. The baby giggled. It was a cute giggle, but also sort of menacing. I was too excited to sleep, so I did what I always did when I needed to quiet my brain. I took out my Game Boy, plugged in my headphones, and played Spy Master. Spy Master was my favorite video game. This is what the box looked like. This is what the game looked like. I know, I wish the graphics were better, but remember, this story takes place during my actual childhood in the 1980s. I can't just make something easier because I wish things were different. Still, the box gives you a pretty good idea of how fun the game was. To beat a level, you had to sneak into KGB HQ, steal some secret plans from the top floor, then parachute off the roof down into your convertible. The whole time you had to avoid getting smashed by elevators or blown up by KGB men who threw sticks of dynamite. It was great. I had all 10 high scores. The best part of having a name that is 3 letters long is that the whole thing fits on the high score list of old video games. I was about to beat my high score when somebody tapped me on the shoulder. It was a flight attendant. She was pushing a big metal cart. She smiled and said something. I couldn't hear her because the theme song to Spy Master was still playing loudly in my ears. I took off my headphones. Something to drink, sir? Said the flight attendant. A glass of milk, please, I said. She handed me a plastic cup. The plane hit a bump. Ooh, said the flight attendant. She unlatched a tray in the seat in front of me and put the milk in a cup holder. Be careful, you don't want to spill milk all over your jeans. Thanks, I said. They're my only pair. Well, they're very nice, she said. Perfectly faded. I smiled. They were perfectly faded. She set a plastic tray down next to my milk. Here's your dinner. I lifted a piece of tinfoil from the tray and found 3 raviolis, 6 green beans, and a cup of chocolate pudding. I poked a ravioli. Does this have cheese in it? I asked, but the flight attendant was already moving down the aisle. I ate the pudding first, then the ravioli. I didn't touch the green beans. There must have been sleeping powder in my pudding because my vision swirled and then everything went black. There must have been cheese in the ravioli because I had really weird dreams. There must have been a thief on the plane because when I woke up, somebody had stolen my Game Boy. My hands before I fell asleep, my hands after I fell asleep. Oh no, that's the end of the chapter too. That's a really good book. I like it a lot. I hope you guys like it too. We'll read some more tomorrow. I'll see you all then. Bye-bye.